Coach, congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, we are now joined here for the press conference with University of Alabama, the winning team of Game 2 here from Austin, Texas. Coach, congratulations. And players, congratulations on the victory. We'll begin our press conference with an opening statement from head coach Christy Curry. Coach?
Well, I'm really happy for our team. Today's game was a game of runs, and I thought we were really, really good being able to weather their runs and make sure that, ours were just a couple of plays longer. So Florida State had an incredible year, and they're a really great team, and just so proud of our kids today and their resilience. We fought through some foul trouble, our leading scorer, and we just had so many of our players step up today, and I'm just incredibly proud. I think there's nothing better this time of year, I've learned through the years, than watching your team celebrate, and I'm just incredibly proud. And we're looking forward to the opportunity. We'll enjoy this till midnight, and like all season, we'll hit the reset button and prepare and try to go out and execute the game plan against a great Texas team.
Coach, thanks for those remarks. Now we're going to turn to questions for the players, please. Just state your name and affiliation. We'll start with Mark Rosner, Associated Press. First question.
Since this was a career high for you, points and rebounds, were you inspired by playing against somebody who's really good inside?
No, not really. It's just my team motivated me, and my team was fired up, and I was fired up too. So we all work hard, and that's what our thing was.
Next question from Danny Davis, Austin American-Statesman.
Loyal or Aaliyah, can you talk a little bit about how much Essence has kind of grown up this season and developed into what we saw tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Essence has grown up a lot this year. We need her to be aggressive every single night. We need her to be on the boards consistently every night in order for us to beat big-time teams. So we're definitely going to need her again on Sunday to have a big night. So we're going to continue to stay on her because Essence can be great. And we all know it and we all see it. So I'm excited for her, but many more career highs to come.
We're now going to turn to those folks who have joined us from Zoom. Again, if you'd like to ask a question and you're on Zoom, use the raised hand function. We're going to turn to Joshua Louder. Joshua, if you could just state your affiliation, please, and ask your question. Go ahead, Joshua.
Joshua Louder Television Network. My question is for the student athletes. Just how did you all encourage each other to stay the course and see this game through, especially when Florida State started to make it a close one at the end?
I think we just continued to just play our game and stick together. Obviously, we had our leading scorer, S.A., who doesn't just score for us but rebounds for us. She is a vocal leader for us, and we knew we had to pick her up. So I think everybody came in and did their job. Carly Weathers, Berg, Loyal, Essence, we all just came together and we wanted to win, and I think everyone played their game today.
If the other two if you would also answer those questions, please.
Yeah, I think the main thing that we were just telling each other during our huddles was just to stay the course. We knew that Florida State was going to make their runs. We knew that we were going to make our runs. So the main thing was just staying together, keeping the main thing, and just staying together and just staying vocal with each other and just continuing to lift each other up.
Thank you. In essence?
It's the same thing. Just communicate and just keep working and focus on the right things on the court and not allow outside things to distract us and just stay focused.
Joshua, do you have a follow-up question? Apparently not. Okay, so we'll go back to the media here in Austin. Yes, back to Danny Davis from the Austin American-Statesman.
For any of the players, I don't know how much of the first game y'all were able to watch, but what are your thoughts on Sunday and the challenge that you guys are going to have in a couple days?
Obviously, they're the number one team for a reason. So I think we're just going to go and look at film. I know they're a big presence defensively. They're a good defensive team. And I think we're just going to continue to do what we do as well. I know we have to rebound, and we'll have to execute on offense.
we have any other questions for the three Alabama student athletes? If not, ladies, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations on a big victory today, and we'll see you tomorrow. And,
Thank you. Roll Tide.
Thank you. All right, now we're going to have you direct your questions to Head Coach Curry. Danny Davis will ask the first question from the Statesman.
Christy, with Sarah Ashley battling foul troubles, were you surprised by the depth and how those players stepped up in her absence?
I really wasn't. I felt like that, she was so inspiring on the sideline and stayed connected and into the game and continued to try to encourage. And, there's been times during the season that she's been in foul trouble. And, I thought that Loyal, Aaliyah, Carly really continued to be even more vocal. So it's just what you do when it's your turn. We lost Jess Timmons, who was a huge piece to what we do. We lost Naomi a month and a half ago, which was going to really give us another dimension inside. So as this team has faced adversity, whether it's been injury or foul trouble, they just continue to weather and stay together. And I just really credit their character. They're a gritty bunch. They're fun to coach because of that.
What was your impression?
Identify yourself, please, Mark.
Mark Rosner, Associated Press. You always do. What are your impressions of Weathers just being able to step in like that with 18-5?
Yeah, I just have, so much confidence in Carly, and she's played starter minutes for us all season, and she just makes winning plays. She's always doing what she's supposed to be doing from a spacing standpoint, the way that she affects the game for us defensively. She's so poised and so disciplined. And, I've been pleading with her all year long, to look to score because she really can. And she's just so sound fundamentally. So happy for her and just the entire squad and the way that she stepped up tonight. Oh, it's nothing new. She just is a very good player.
Danielle Lerner, Houston Chronicle. You've battled Vic and his teams in the SEC for a while. Just what makes his style of defense so difficult?
Well, they love to, really be disruptive and physical, and they're so good, defending the first pass, and they're such a great help side. They love to take charges at all 5 positions. They're just so well coached. I've often just wanted to see if he'd let me come to practice to see how he teaches defense because it's incredibly special. And I just have so much respect for him, and, he's just really a good friend, and I have a lot of respect for the way he runs his program.
Just a reminder before we take another question from media here in Austin, if you are on Zoom and you wish to ask Coach Curry a question, please use the raised hand function at this time. Thank you.
Sydney Wicker, WCTV Sports. Coach, at the half, obviously, Florida State was testing you guys there early. What was the adjustments you tried to make in that message that you were giving your team at the half? Well,
we went in and talked more about trying to keep the basketball in front of us and make sure that, we kept the ball in the high post. I've not played so much zone all season, but we had to protect the paint and keep the ball out of Timpson's hands. I thought early they really got to the rim on us. We put them on the free throw line. But the goal, it's so important against Florida State that you give them one-shot opportunities. It'll be the same against Texas. To out-rebound them by 14, to be able to make more free throws than they shot, and I think the zone allowed us to do that. So we got our transition game going and from the zone, and really proud of our kids at halftime for making a few adjustments mentally in their poise. The discipline, you got to be disciplined, and we were much more disciplined in the third to start the third quarter.
Okay, we're going to go to Zoom and take another question for Coach from Joshua Louder. Joshua?
Joshua Louder, Television Network. Coach, you were able to get that high post screen going down the stretch, and you kept going back to it, was just there. Was that just something that was done by design, or that was something that you knew you were going to get going into today's game?
Yeah, I think that's when Essence can set the screen and roll with a tremendous amount of energy. You're going to see her have a lot of success. And I think because they were going under, we were trying to make the adjustment of setting the ball screen flatter, and we did a much better job. That was another adjustment at half. It's not going to be hard to see. So, but just really proud of our execution and adjustment there, because I thought we got her some open looks at the rim off the ball screen action. And, I think Carly and Aaliyah and Loyal, they're going to counter what you take away. We're going to make a 1-second decision and find open shooters. So really, really proud of our execution in our ball screen series today.
Joshua, do you have a follow-up question? All right.
No, I don't.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions? Yes, back to Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman.
Christy, there was a play in the second half where Aaliyah had a three-pointer blocked, and she immediately tracked it and threw it into the paint for an easy 2. Aside from her three-point shooting, what kind of intangibles does she bring to this team, and how important is she to y'all?
Well, it's just a basketball IQ, and she is such an incredible, selfless player. She just happens to find other people because she understands when she draws that much attention. She's just incredibly selfless, and just made a really heady play, which she makes every single day. She has such a great basketball IQ. And always, again, I think she sees so many double teams, and when she does get her shot blocked she's able to, find the open person. So really proud of that. Was a really heady play. Her 3 there on the special situation execution, we work on it so much. We've worked on that for 2 weeks. We've run it all season, but we haven't run it very frequently. But man, what a shot. And I'm really proud of her. She's just cold in a good way, and I love who she is as far as offensively in her decision making.
I don't see any other questions, Coach, so thank you very much for your time this evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for the press conference, and best of luck to you on Sunday.
Roll Tide, and good luck to Nate and his guys. I'm not sure they've tipped off, but roll Tide.
Thank you, Coach.